In the year 1889, nothing of major historical significance seems to have happened. One major news item in Indian newspapers was about Mr. Spencer and Babu Ramchandra Chatterjee having made a balloon ascent. Nothing is, however, written about their descent. In this very year, two towering events occurred. One being the completion of the 300-meter Eiffel Tower in Paris, which is considered a marvel to this day. 6,000 miles away, a more modest 20-meter tower was completed in a small place named Digboy. It was the tower or derrick of Digboy Well number 1. While the Digboy Tower could not stand up to its contemporary in matters of geometry or aesthetics, it has its own claim to fame, as Digboy retains the distinction of being the world's oldest continuously producing oil field.
Oil India is one of the two national E&P companies, as we call them. E&P is exploration and production companies. This company as such was formed in 1959. But if you look at the legacy of this company, this is connected to the origin of oil search for hydrocarbon in the country. In fact, you'll be pleased to note that, well, sometime just about 7 years after the first oil well was drilled in the world, that was in Pennsylvania in USA, sometime in 1859. And about 7 years after that, the first well was drilled in the northeast, a place called Macomb.
This is where the oil engineer, traveling on an elephant back, saw some oil on the marshy ground and ordered the elephant to dig. Dig, boy, dig.
Actually, commercial oil was discovered in the country at a place called Digboy. And that was sometime, I think, 1889. Since it has discovered the oil in the northeast in Naharkati and Moran, soon after that, this had been producing crude oil from these fields, well, at the rate of about 3 million tons per year. And it had been producing more or less steadily in that level. Sometime in the mid-80s, some decline had set in because the field got aged. Now, in the early 90s, we discovered some more oil in and around our oil fields. In a deeper prospects, we got some more oil, and we have revived our production. And today, gradually, we have gone up to more than 3.3 million ton production annually. And at present, we are making about little over maybe 3.1 million tons per annum production of oil, about 4 million standard cubic meter of gas per day.
These pipes are an indicator of the great wealth Assam possesses in terms of our natural gas reserves. For decades, while the country went through an energy crunch, this wealth remained untapped. In 1991, the reserves of natural gas were placed at about 65 billion cubic feet and that of oil at 89 million tons.
Natural gas which is produced along with oil, if we do not utilize it, gets flared. We have been always putting full effort to utilize the natural gas to the extent that today most of our energy requirement meeting, almost 90% of our energy requirement we are meeting from natural gas. We generate power from natural gas. We run a lot of our engines in the fields with natural gas.
The first explorers were not looking for oil, but for iron ore, limestone, and gold. It was only later that the search for liquid petroleum or gold became a very important preoccupation. The story of oil exploration in India began in the dense jungles, swamps, and river valleys at the extreme northeastern corner of Assam in the early years of the 19th century. Exploration remains of utmost importance as it is the only way of finding new sources.
Basically, our main thrust is to explore and produce more of hydrocarbons. Primarily, one thing we are always keeping, and that we have been able to maintain till now, is that whatever we have been producing, we should be able to replace that with new finds. And till to date, our balanced recoverable reserve has been steadily rather growing up, instead of depleting, it is growing up. So our the capacity for production has not declined, it's maintained or it is rather going up. So our thrust is continuing towards more of exploration, and now having got the easy oil, we are now looking for oils in more difficult terrains and also in a deeper prospects. So we are now intensifying our, I would say, in our 9th plan, we have targeted almost to double our exploration efforts.
It's a tough life being a part of the oil process, from exploration to drilling. The workers handling the heavy-duty machinery in this drilling setup have a very difficult job indeed. This well here is almost complete and will soon be functional. The oil and natural gas sector provides a lot of employment opportunity, and a lot of locals get jobs here. Assam produces about 1/4 of India's total oil production. But for a long time, there were no refineries here, and the crude that went out came back as refined oil and sold for a higher price than in other parts of India. Now there are 2 refineries, and hopefully the future will see more of it.
We have certain recruitment guidelines also, particularly in various categories, like unskilled categories. These are all mostly from the locals only. Even semi-skilled categories also, we give full importance so that only the locals are recruited. And it's only where the skilled and experts, where experts are required, and where it is not available, then only it is through national level competition these are recruited. But besides employment, we have got some other plans also. One is these ancillary developments, ancillary industry developments, so that people can get self-employed and sell their produce to the country, to the industry. Basically, if you look back, this is one of the pioneering industries. As far as oil India is concerned, its legacy is linked to the pioneers in the oil industry in the country. And if we count till to date, we have produced about 100 million tons of oil, and that's all for the domestic consumption. And today, if we sort of assess our production figures with respect to the domestic production figures, it's coming around 10% of this total production of the country.
Some 2 miles away from the Assam Oil Company is the Digboy War Cemetery. We went to this place where Julie Christie, the Oscar winner, came in 1991 to look for her grandfather's graveyard. In this cemetery lie the remains of brave soldiers of all religions who laid down their lives during the 1939-1945 Burmese War. About 200 soldiers lie buried here. Walking among these graves, I wondered at the fact that despite so many wars and so many lives lost, mankind still doesn't seem to have learned to value peace. Again, we went from the possible source of Assam's economic salvation to a place where people go to spiritual salvation. There seemed to be a lot of monkey business happening around here too. And a host of these simian creatures came down to welcome me. Named after the 9 planets, Guwahati's Navagraha temple is still today a center of astrological and astronomical research.
Yom Javakushumang Sankasang Kasyapeyang Madhyating Dhantaring Saravapagnang Pranoh Tasmim Divakaram Yom Shukla Padma Sanusthaya Dasasharatavahana Shambhusira Sanusthaya Tasmai Nittang Namo Namaha Yom Dippasangatucharavang Khirodharnavasammamam Namaming Sasinam Bhakta Syambhur Mukta Bhushanam Yom Javavitrum Sankasa.
I was going back to Guwahati now, my journey almost done, and my heart felt very heavy. For days now, I have been traveling, absorbing the beauty of the northeastern way of life. In this world, which almost seemed perfect, violence occurs frequently, unexpectedly, and in a very deathly manner. The Assamese lives in hope, and this sentiment was very nobly echoed by some prominent people I met in Guwahati.
I had been a teacher for the last 35 years in the department. That was a different world altogether, because after a day's work I see some kind of fulfillment. But when I came into administration as the Vice Chancellor, it was a completely different world, I should say, because, and particularly being the Vice Chancellor of the oldest university in the state, I think it is a very challenging task. And more particularly after 50 years of its attainment, I feel that a lot of things have to be done. We have to chart new ways so that we get into the 21st century on a brighter note. Because at one time you were also a teacher in the university, and you had also, I think, the university song you have written saying that Chilika Boli Chorapa. And I always feel that as if we are waiting for a time when somebody will come and brighten the river, brighten the Luit. But then that sense of fulfillment has not yet arrived. The time has come today that we have to have accelerated progress. We have to run actually. We cannot just to walk. And our habit in Assam is to walk and walk slowly. And I think it is perhaps the time. I don't know, because when there is a turmoil, always we find, out of the turmoil we can always find something new, and some bright things come out of that. And I believe today's turmoil finally bring in something which will give the light.
प्यारे वतन ऐ मेरे बिछ
तुझ पे दिल कुर्बान, तू ही मेरी आरज़ू, तू ही मेरी आबरू, तुझ पे जान कुर्बान. Democracy and patriotism, to my mind, are two different things. One is a system of government, whereas patriotism is entirely, exclusively something related to the heart of the man. ऐ मेरे प्यारे वतन, ऐ मेरे बिछड़े चमन, तुझ पे दिल कुर्बान. Most of the ills that the state of Assam and other neighboring states suffer from is possibly the lack of that message as contained in Article 51 of the Constitution, which enjoins that a citizen of India must take pride in the values, the cherished ideals and goals of our freedom struggle. That has possibly not reached. It is for people like you, the media and others, to see that this message reaches to the core of their heart, and it would solve many of the ills that afflicts not only the state of Assam but other neighboring states as well. तेरे दामन से जो आए उन हवाओं को सलाम, चूम लूं मैं उस जुबां को जिस पे आए तेरा नाम. That feeling of being one with the nation is to be inculcated and imbibed. It is not something which can be distributed to some other centers. It is to be inculcated and imbibed in the hearts of those who are for a while astray. They are to be brought on the path, on the track of patriotism. They are our assets when they come on the right path. सबसे प्यारी सुबह तेरी, सबसे रंगी तेरी शाम, तुझ पे दिल कुर्बान. ऐ मेरे प्यारे वतन, ऐ मेरे प्यारे चमन, तुझ पे दिल कुर्बान. माँ का दिल बन के कभी सीने से लग जाता है तू, और कभी नन्ही सी बेटी बन के याद आता है तू. जितना याद आता है मुझको उतना तड़पाता है तू, तुझ पे जान कुर्बान. I feel this song that carries the message of patriotism, the love for motherland. To quote Sir Walter Scott, breathes there the man with soul so dead, who never to have said, this is my own, my native land. That feeling is to be instilled, and I hope and believe that your mission will succeed in that way.
In form of homage to your feelings, I would like to hum a few lines of mine.
So great.
Unmad avani, Kurukshetra bani, Gange janani, Nab Bharat mein, Bhishma rupi sut samar jayi, Bhishma rupi sut samar jayi, जनती नहीं हो क्यों, नैतिकता नष्ट हुई, मानवता भ्रष्ट हुई, मेरा leaving soon, but my journey remained incomplete. For as long as a sudden blast can shatter the quiet, as long as men kill men, as long as an endless series of bunts can stall economic progress, as long as peace doesn't return, my journey can never be complete. The day that elusive peace is achieved, my heart will be at peace and my journey done. Back in Mumbai, amidst the noise and the fumes, I have with me many memories of the wonderful days of traveling around. Some sad, some happy, and some misty still.